Hi guys, welcome to my new homemaking channel. If you found me from my original vlog channel, welcome. I will link the channel in the description box if you're interested in vlogs. Over there I share about my ACL recovery journey, my first pregnancy journey, daily living as a stay-at-home mom, personal training content, and more stuff like that. Soon also will be postpartum fitness journey in the future. If you're interested in content like that, I'd love to see you over there. Go ahead and subscribe over there. But for now, about this channel, I created this new channel because I've been watching a lot of content that is similar to this lately, and it seems to be the stage of life that I'm in right now. Now, you might be thinking, like me, homemaking? That is so boring and outdated and just ew. Yep, I think like that too. But I created this channel to motivate myself to get stuff done around the house, and hopefully I can motivate others to do the same if this is the stage of life that you are currently in as well. A little about me, well, I hate cleaning. I'm not a naturally clean person. I also wouldn't say all I've ever wanted to be is a stay-at-home mom. I don't know how many times she rolled over, but she was literally here. I put her here, and now she's there. I put her there on her back. So she has actually figured out how to roll multiple times somehow. I've never caught her rolling from her tummy to her back though. Never seen her do that, but she had to have, because she literally was on that side of the mat and then rolled all the way over there, apparently. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but I still have goals and dreams of contributing financially to my family and doing what I love, helping other people. But right now, that is not where God has me. So I'm doing my best to lean into what He has given for me to do right now. I'm working on getting better at healthy habits for my physical and mental health, as well as healthy home habits, to create a space where my family loves to chill in, where we can eventually, hopefully, host others in, and is a great place we want to come back to. If you're looking for homemaking, stay-at-home mom, vlogs, planning, cooking, cleaning motivation, please hit the subscribe button and like the video if you liked it. Now, let's get into the actual video. This week is all about prepping to go on a road trip that we are going on this next weekend. So Sunday and Monday were a lot of house stuff to try to get ourselves kind of reset and ready to begin the week. And then later on, I start actually more so prepping for the actual trip that we're about to go on. So I'm just going to let a lot of the footage play. I'm going to try to voice over as much as I can, but basically, I would have filmed more actually on the first day on Sunday, but I believe I ran out of storage on my phone, which is what I film on. So, and anyway, I ended up having to cut that short. So that was unfortunate. But Sunday was mostly grocery shopping. Sorry, my daughter just woke up. And Sunday I was also working on putting the groceries away and kind of prepping whatever I needed to begin the week really well. And then Monday was just a lot of resetting the house. Like I said, I was really behind on a lot of things. I will come back to this voiceover in a second. As I was saying, I was really behind on a lot of things around the house on Sunday and Monday. So that was kind of my focus, to kind of prep and reset myself for the rest of the week. And then starting a little bit Tuesday, and then beyond that is when I actually start prepping for the trip that we are about to go on. This will be a whole new video, but this will be our first trip with our daughter. She's 3 months old, and we've never taken her on a trip yet. It is a road trip. We're actually driving down to Bangkok, which is a drive. It's an 8-hour drive, so we're just going to take our time, see what we can do. We're also taking our German Shepherd dog, so it's going to be a full car. It's going to be interesting, but kind of fun. I'm really excited about it, to be honest. Sorry if my voice sounds really just dead. I am very, very tired as I am filming this or recording this voiceover. I've been very busy, so I'm just doing what I can, but I feel exhausted and I'm ready for a break. So as you see here, this is Monday, what you're watching, and basically I did get a workout in, which is surprising, but I kind of just did my own thing while taking care of my daughter. And then I had to prep dinner for that night that my husband was going to make, and all of that. So there was a lot going on. I was exhausted by the end of the day, but I did it. On Tuesday, honestly, I needed a break. I was so exhausted from the day before. I tend to do that. I go at 180%, and then the next day I need to totally recharge because I'm exhausted. So I did get in some sort of workout, which is again kind of surprising, but I did it, so that's great. But yeah, I was really tired this day, so I didn't even think about what I had to do for prepping the trip until afternoon, which is what you can see here. I am kind of filling out some Google Sheets that I have for packing lists and to-do lists. This is when I actually started figuring out, okay, what do I have to get done before we leave? Which I totally should have done earlier, but I didn't. I'm human, and I was just kind of going with it. So this is when I was doing that. And then after that, I did a few more things on this day, but then basically I waited until Wednesday to get a lot more of the to-dos done. I was already tired, so I kind of took Tuesday as more of a rest day, but I did a few little things here or there, tried to do what I could, but yeah, a lot of it was left until later on the week, Wednesday and Thursday. I also had to prep rice for my husband for dinner tonight. I had something else, but he wanted me to do this rice thing, and it was a little bit different than normal, so I would not say that I nailed it, but it's fine. He ate it, and he said it was pretty good. It just could have been better, so I'll have to get better at it, I guess. It was basically adding garlic and butter to it, which is just, I don't know, never done that, so I kind of eyeballed it a lot. But that's what I'm doing here, just prepping rice for dinner for that night. On Wednesday, I took my dog and my daughter on a walk. It was fairly short, but I enjoyed it. It felt nice being outside and taking both of them outside. My dog has been needing it for a long time. Kind of got out of the habit because of volleyball season, but we are trying to get back in the habit now. And the weather felt much, much better this morning than it has been. So I have hope that cold season is indeed on its way. And then basically I set aside all of Wednesday, as I said, and Thursday to get done what I needed to do. So firstly, I needed to get the sink emptied and wash all the dishes that I was a little bit behind on. Then I had to put rice away from the previous night. We totally forgot to do that. But anyway, and then this is something kind of exciting. I decided to randomly make homemade dog treats. Yeah, I've never done this before. As you'll see in a little bit, it was a little bit of a fail as far as what it looked like, but I was like, dude, as long as my dog likes it, that's all that matters. So as you'll see, spoiler alert, I think he's obsessed and he loves it. So it's basically a bunch of peanut butter, so that is a dog's dream. So I just follow the recipe. I will try to remember to link the recipe in the description box if you want to check it out. Again, as far as I can tell, my dog really loved it, so I call that a success. I don't have a rolling pin or cookie cutters or a piping bag, so I had to improvise, which is kind of probably why they look so bad. But if you have cute dog bone cookie cutters, which they did in the recipe, that would look much, much better, I'm sure. But anyway, I think it was a success because my dog seemed to really love them, as you'll see here at the end. While I was waiting for the homemade dog treats to finish baking and to cool down enough to put the quote-unquote frosting, the more peanut butter, etc., on top, I decided to go ahead and get some other things that I needed to done to prep for our trip. So here I'm going through the stroller bag and also the baby car kit bag that honestly I've never used. So I don't know how necessary it is, but it's kind of like a backup basically to whatever we have. So I just filled it up for what we are using now. So like small diapers instead of newborns. And kind of reevaluated what I had in there for what I actually might use and need as a backup. So, and then I was also just going through everything in the stroller bag to kind of refresh it so that it is prepared to go on a trip. So here I am finishing up the rest of the dog treats very, very quickly. And then I headed upstairs. So as you can see, I took my computer upstairs and just threw on some YouTube videos while I was going through this stuff. But basically, I started throwing stuff on the bed that I might want to take. And spoiler alert, most of this I put back in my closet, if not all of it. I don't really wear the stuff in my closet that much. I don't know why I thought I would, but I really had to. I tried these on, as you can see. But I'm like, I don't wear these. Normally, it'd be really hard to breastfeed in them. So it's really just not necessary or useful. So most of those, if not all of them, went back in the closet. And then I grabbed the clothes that I actually wear normally on a day-to-day basis with just a couple more nicer clothes. Not actually nice, but nicer than athletic clothes, basically. So anyway, here I am just kind of packing up and, well, picking stuff out first and then packing stuff up, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And then I start putting stuff in packing cubes. Later that night, which I didn't film, I ended up, I went from 3 packing cubes to 2 packing cubes because I needed to take out a lot of what I had put in, just because I can't take it all. We're going to have a full car. I'm trying to not take as much. So anyway, I didn't film that, but I did do that. I weeded out quite a few things. And then when I finished my stuff, I went on to my daughter's stuff, pulled out a bunch of her clothes, tried to figure out, okay, what does she actually need? What does she wear? What does she fit in right now? How many? I don't really know. Again, I went through it at night and weeded some stuff out and tried to figure out with my husband, because he's better at this as far as like how much to take. I just overpack. But I figured out how many of what we should bring basically. So that is what I was working on here. It looks different now because I weeded a lot out. This is when I actually gave my dog his homemade dog treat. So this was really fun. Enjoy the footage. I think he's obsessed.
I'm still hiding all my secrets, and I just need someone I believe in. Will you wait for me while I'm still healing? You know what to say every time I start to slip away, and I surrender. There's no more falling down. I've hit the ground, so I surrender.
A lot of my day is obviously still feeding my daughter Aria and taking care of Titan. This is really cute. But Titan was excited because I believe my husband was coming home at this moment, and he always gets so excited when King comes home. It's really, really cute.
You don't owe me anything, but I believe that you.
We started to kind of rearrange the car a little bit on this day to see how we could fit things with obviously our dog being in there and our daughter and all the suitcases and all the things that we had to bring for everyone. So that took some arranging for sure. So on Wednesday we started it, and then we continued to work on it on Thursday so that it was ready for Friday. This is the last day, Thursday, before we actually ended up going on the trip. So I did a lot of last minute things this day. So as you can see, I was doing laundry. Really, I probably could have done it the day before. I just wanted to get as much done as I could, I guess. So that's why I waited till Thursday to do it. But I don't know. I think it worked out okay. I also am trying to focus a little bit more on Titan. I know with volleyball season and with adjusting to life with a newborn and all of that, he has been neglected, and I don't like that. And I know it's also caused bad behavior in him. So I am trying my best to spend more time with him now, whether it's throwing a ball, taking him on more walks, petting him more, training him more. It's a whole thing, but anyway, so this day, obviously, I was just trying to get as much done as possible. Last minute things. I hadn't cleaned his food or water bowls in a very long time. Kind of gross. So I decided to go ahead and do that before I put some dishes away. And basically, I felt like this whole week, I was just constantly washing dishes because I don't know. I mean, I baked a couple things, I made a couple things, and I was also trying my best to stay on top of it so that I didn't have to focus one complete day on washing dishes only. So I just felt like I was washing dishes basically nonstop, but I actually did end up keeping up with it pretty well. So I was really happy about that because I tend to get very behind on dishes. I hate doing dishes, probably the most out of anything. So here I'm actually baking cookies, which I hadn't done in ages, like so long. I found a reel on Facebook, and well, actually my husband did, and he sent it to me, and they looked really good. And I've been constantly let down by Pinterest recipes lately, so wasn't going to go to Pinterest for that. So I made these cookies, and spoiler alert, they were amazing. Like seriously, they were so good. Best cookies I've ever made for sure. They were just chocolate chip, but it was very, very good. If I can link it, I will. I'm not sure about linking a reel, but I'll do my best to try to do that. So I just wanted to make cookies so that we could have some snacks in the car if we needed to. We can also share them with friends when we get to Bangkok and all of that kind of stuff. But mostly just for the trip there and back, I wanted to make sure that I got some snacks because as a breastfeeding mama, you know, if you've ever been one or you are one right now, you get hungry a lot. So I actually didn't end up eating or needing as many snacks on the trip, like on the road, as I thought I would, but it was great just to have them, and we did end up finishing them. We finished the last two actually the next morning after we came back here. After the whole trip was over, we did not eat them all. We did eat a lot. I ate a lot, I'm not gonna lie. So probably not the healthiest, not the best, but it is what it is. And we shared some with friends, and they really enjoyed them. So I'm glad I did it, even though obviously not the healthiest choice. But this took up a lot of my day on Thursday, I felt like. So I was baking a lot. I was making energy balls a lot, which I believe I did after this. And then I was obviously washing dishes again to try to keep up with everything so that I didn't leave any dishes in the sink. That was my whole goal. So yeah, these are the energy balls that I was talking about. I also made those, and we honestly did not eat hardly any of them, which again, I didn't expect. But yeah, I didn't end up needing as many snacks on the road as I thought I would. So that is that. But I'm glad that I did it. Kind of weird for me. I haven't made this much stuff in the kitchen in a very long time, but yeah. Here you see me struggling. I was trying to just chop up regular chocolate chips because it's supposed to be mini chocolate chips, but I tried 2 different types, like ways to do that, and neither of them worked. So I just threw in the whole chocolate chips, and it worked fine. All right, and then I decided here to go ahead and start packing bags for Aria and Titan. This is Titan's bag, and I decided to just take one bag for both of them, so each of them, I guess. So that was Titan's bag, obviously, and then I was working on Aria's bag as well. I wanted to vacuum this mat because Titan's hair is all over it, and it's just been on the floor for a while and I haven't really vacuumed it. So here I'm actually going through this bag, which I was going to make Aria's bag. I honestly just carried that bag with me everywhere all throughout pregnancy, through to all the doctor's appointments, because I knew that the books and everything that I needed was already in that bag, and I never went through it like the entire pregnancy and until now. So I took breaks when I needed to finish off the cookies and check them and make sure they're all good. But yeah, I had to go through a lot of the contents of the pink bag first. I am currently sitting in my office and it's after the trip and not everything is, put away properly, but I at least got everything out of the pink bag. So these were like documents and stuff that I just had in the bag. So I needed to decide what to keep, what to do with them, and I will continue to organize that later, but that was just me getting stuff out of the pink bag so that I could put Aria's stuff in there. So I put in her mat and some of her toys and some other stuff so that she could have a mat wherever we end up being. So, and then here I was just folding clothes and putting things in packing cubes as well as I could. I kind of left King to do his own, obviously, but I was working on mine and Aria's and whatever Titan needed as well. None of Titan's stuff went in packing cubes because that's her clothes, but I did the best I could. So then I was also packing my own bag, my laptop bag, as I call it. So I just put in a few things into that bag. I didn't want to go crazy with how much I packed, but I just wanted to put in what I needed. So this evening, after King was done with work, we drove to the park in town so that we could take Titan here and so that we could practice driving with him in the trunk because we've never done that before, and to see how everything worked with everything in the car. So I'm excited. It ended up working pretty well. Sorry for the totally abrupt ending to the video footage for this vlog. Basically, I was running so low on energy. I believe actually on Thursday we ended up going to a friend's house so the dogs could play for a little bit before we were going to be gone from his friend Miso, so that we could hang out with Miso's owner, Sheila. We ate dinner together and just kind of hung out and talked and stuff. Me, King, and Sheila. And so it just ended up being a full-on day, a full-on week, and I was exhausted. So I kind of just forgot to film the rest. And there were just things that I had to get done. And when there's things that have to get done and I'm super, super exhausted, it is so hard for me to pick up my camera and film. So I did not get video footage of the rest. But basically, the rest of the night, I was just making sure we were as packed as possible, making sure we were as prepped as possible so that in the morning we could just get up super early, get ready to go, and zoom out of there as soon as we could. So in the next vlog, I will actually share Friday and as much as I took video footage of our trip. So I hope to catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope to see you sometime very, very soon. Thanks so much. Bye.